On my last YouTube video, which I posted 2 days ago now, I said that if that video gets 200,000 hypes, by the way, I still don't know what that feature is, then I will make whatever the top comment says to make. And it's currently sat on 190,000. So it's not quite 200,000, but I'm sure it's gonna reach it. Currently, we are number 36th on the hype leaderboards on YouTube. Still, I don't know if that's beneficial or not. But yeah, I said that I would make whatever the top comment says to make. And the top comment right now is moral of the story is bacon isn't hard, you just need to follow the instructions, and then a full stop for emphasis. I can't make that comment. The most liked comment of someone actually suggesting something to make is someone saying, oh my God, please try cinnamon rolls next. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna make some cinnamon rolls. I've never made these before. I actually quite like them. For this video, I'm gonna follow every single instruction and use every single ingredient as precisely as possible and hopefully come out with something positive at the end, because I'm tired of making stuff, spending hours filming, even more hours editing, and I made the back of someone's foot. This video I'm prepared. I don't need to go and get anything because I've already got everything, but should we pretend that I went to get my ingredients? All right, I'm gonna go get my ingredients now, and I'll be back in a bit. Just came back from the shop. This is what we've got, bag inside a bag. Starting off this video with pasta parcel. I'm just gonna go through these as quickly as possible. I've done this so many times that I just feel like I've said the same ingredients about 20 times on this channel. Ground cinnamon, full fat milk, cream cheese, light brown sugar, active dried yeast, flour, vanilla extract. All right, this should be everything. Oh yeah, before we get started, I think this video is gonna be a bit different. I don't know if you've noticed already, but there have been currently no zoom ins yet. Usually I like doing that to, I don't know, in my head, it just keeps the video a bit more engaging. But yeah, this video, I thought I would try leaving it as it is because I've never done it before. So I don't know if that's something that people would like. So yeah, just at the end of this, if you have an opinion, just let me know what that is. If it's just no zoom ins. I genuinely don't know if people are gonna like that or not, but we're gonna find out because your voice matters in the comments, mate. Okay, now is the point where we follow the recipe and we follow it properly. And we also, I was gonna say get our weighing scale out. Where the hell are you? What the hell? It just migrated. I always put it in here. Ah, hello. I found him. Last time what I did is I used the video and I followed Gemma, shout out Gemma, from Ireland, not Australia. That's what largely contributed to the success of that video. But this time we're gonna go and use someone that I've actually used before. My boy, Preppy Kitchen. We're gonna watch this and hopefully continue the hot streak of baking stuff, and it actually looks good at the end. I'm sure you understand the process by now if you've seen these videos. It goes intro, make the thing, look at the thing at the end, and everyone just go about your day on YouTube. Currently we're on stage 2. Also, where are cinnamon rolls from? Like, which country made cinnamon rolls? German, Scandinavian, and Swedes. So yeah, thank you guys for this Swede treat. My guy, Preppy Kitchen. What's Preppy Kitchen guy's name? Because I can't just keep calling him Preppy Kitchen. But I just need to find this guy's birth certificate. Bro, he doesn't have a name.
Add 1 cup or 240 mils of warm milk.
And this thing has both, so I can literally use whatever I want right now. Whoa, oh my God, I lost. Okay, let me warm this milk. Butter, okay. 63 grams of granulated sugar. 63 grams of this, that is 68. Go back in here. Why did it go up? It went up to 70 when I took some out. Listen, I don't trust this weighing scale because it does that from time to time, but it worked well in the last video. Oh my God, I let the milk heat up too much. Damn, it's got skin now. Hopefully it cools down a bit in here. And then he said mix the sugar in there. Should I bring the camera here? Yeah, I'll bring the camera. Why not? And then we want to get the yeast. I got this yeast, Allison's. Okay, that's it. And we want 7 grams of this. Okay, look, that's 0, yeah? 0 grams. Let's see how much 7 grams is. Okay, 4. See, how is it just stuck on 4? 7, 8. Okay, maybe not 8 grams, maybe. Okay, still 8. Look, see, I took the yeast out. It's gone up to 9. 8 still, 8 still, 8 still. How is it still on 8? Bro, I'm gonna empty this whole thing. It's gonna still say 8. Look how much I just took out and it's still on 8. 9! What do you... Okay, this is what I'm gonna test here. I've removed this much and it's remained on 8, yeah? So it technically, if I add all of this in, it shouldn't go up. 9. Okay, 7. There we go. All right, now we add this in. Okay, mix it. What do I use to mix? I'm just gonna go for this guy. Oh, that stinks. Mixed. We're just gonna set that aside for the next, what did he say, 5 minutes? Okay, next step, 560 grams of all-purpose flour. Let me move my yeast out of the way. Apparently it's meant to froth up, and if it doesn't froth up, then you've done something wrong and you should just restart the whole video. Not video, restart the whole process. Not everyone that's baking is filming it. Fun fact here, I don't know if this is fun, it's just a fact. I've never actually baked something without filming it in my life. Like every single instance of me baking in my entire life, of living and sometimes breathing, I've always filmed it. But yeah, 560 grams of flour. I need a big bowl. I think that's a lot. Okay, I don't have a big bowl, but what I do have is a medium-sized bowl. 560 grams. This is gonna be a lot, so I'm just gonna go in. Oh, it's not fitting in this bowl. That's 200. I'm gonna go to 300 and then get another bowl. Okay, that's 300. So we need 200. Suck yourself. We need 260 grams more. This is a lot more flour than I expected. So this needs to be 260. 260. All right, perfect. We've got our two bowls. Yes, that's a word. 2 bowls of all-purpose flour. It's not all-purpose flour though, is it? It's strong white bread flour. Okay, next step. It's saying this is meant to froth up. Okay, it's frothing up a little bit. Okay, cool. 73 grams of light brown sugar. So I need to bring my scales back. I don't know why I moved them out of the way. This is like the most integral part of baking. You know, I think today I feel a bit all over the place. I don't know what it is. Okay, wait, let me open this. Sorry, as I was saying, I do feel like a bit all over the place this video, and I don't know what it is. I don't feel like I can think clearly. And a lot of the time I think that's because, I mean, this might even be linked to what I said in the last video about me being sleep deprived and how I feel like it's so much easier for me to be on camera because I'm so tired that I can't really think. So I'm not overthinking anything. Whereas now, like, it's not even 3 p.m. So I'm actually, this is one of the early cooking videos. Okay, cool. That's 73 grams of sugar. Is this frothing up? He said the yeast needs to be frothy. I don't know if this is frothy, bro. Like, it looks different.
I'm also adding in half a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Okay, half a teaspoon of cinnamon and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Salt and sugar mixed together. It's like yin and yang of bacon. And then we want the cinnamon. I'm surprised it's only half a teaspoon of cinnamon because the whole thing is meant to be a cinnamon roll. Add that there. And apparently what we want to do is mix all of that together. The flour, the sugar, the cinnamon, and the salt. Flour. See, look how much flour there is. That's bare, bro. And then sugar, cinnamon, all in together. One thing I'm really grateful for is the fact that I could have put everything into this bowl because it's big enough. Instead, I decided to use 3 extra bowls that I didn't need to use that I'm now gonna have to clean. So yeah, it's important to express gratitude in moments of joy like this. Okay, I need to melt half a cup of butter, but I don't have a microwave. I need to mix all of this together anyway, so give it a nice little mix. I've already made the little mix joke, so I'm not gonna make it again. Repeating the same jokes, it's just not funny. In this day and age, we're very big on like having a green environment, reusing, recycling, and I think that even extends to meaty jokes as well. So yeah, subscribe for more saving the planet. You know, that's one thing that I feel like I put a lot of pressure on myself on, and it's to just make jokes. Like sometimes I'll be filming, I'm doing something, like say I'm baking or cooking or something, and I just feel like I haven't said anything mildly amusing in like 5 minutes. So then there's no point posting this video because the only reason people would watch is if they're being made to laugh. And so I feel like that's one of the things that I overthink sometimes. But yeah, I've mixed that all together.
You also want to melt half a cup of butter.
Okay, I need to melt the butter now. How much is half a cup of butter? I need to search this up. 113 grams. Wait, sorry, can you just get out of the way? I need to open my fridge. That is 71. 113, okay, perfect. Now we need to melt it. Okay, butter's melting, and then once that's done, we're gonna add everything in there. But yeah, back to what I was saying about pressure and stuff. I feel like since the beginning of my channel, I've kind of like set certain expectations of, yeah, basically what people should expect when they click on a video. And obviously, this is just me assuming because I genuinely don't know how I'm perceived by people on the internet. But if I were to guess, it's just like, okay, I click on this video and I'm expecting to be made to laugh or just be entertained in general. And because I've set that as an expectation over the course of what, 3 years now or 4 years, I feel like it's hard for me to like not put pressure on myself and like make everything into a joke. I can't lie, I do that anyway. Like I do that in real life, on and off camera. That's just kind of how I've always been. And I don't know, for some people it's annoying because it's like, why are you never serious? But for me, I just feel like I don't want to like ruin people's expectations of what they want from a video when they click on it, basically. Like I built this channel and I'm not a chef, I'm not a baker, I'm not an expert in any topics. Like people don't come to my channel to get tips or tricks. That's why I title a lot of my stuff like not a tutorial. People are not here to learn. People are here to just be entertained. And so when I feel like I'm deviating from the whole entertainment stuff and it's just going more towards, okay, this is on my mind, so I'm gonna speak my mind, I'll just be editing stuff and I'm just like, oh, no, this is not what people are here for. People are here to laugh, all right? So get your flipping funny socks on. I feel like a lot of that is also to do with imposter syndrome because I'm always just like, I can't just provide the bare minimum in terms of like content and expect people to watch it. One second, I need to find the next step. I need to add the butter in now, as well as the rest of the mixture that I've concocted. So we're gonna go butter in here. Bro, yeast stinks. It's actually disgusting. Like, I've got a migraine. It's not even a migraine. I just have dull pain behind my eyes just after smelling that. But anyways, I'm gonna add the flour in. Hopefully that reduces the yeast stink. That is so much flour. It's making me question whether I used the right amount, but bro, I did everything by grams, so I genuinely cannot question myself. Okay, this is what the mixture is currently looking like. The yeast and stuff is all the way at the bottom, but yeah, it's all there. Right now, I need to add one. I just left this on. I need to stop doing that. You know, there's been so many times I just leave the oven on overnight. But yeah, my good friend said 1 large egg and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Egg. But yeah, vanilla extract, then mix. Let's get this. Now it's just nothing on the thing. All right, it's just gonna mix air. All right, this video, this is the attachment we're gonna be using, the hook. I'm just gonna let that mix for a bit. What did you say to do next? All right, so he basically said, keep it on low until the mixtures like come together and then put it on medium. So yeah, what I'm gonna do for now is just sit for a bit because fun fact, I don't think I've said this before, I can't stand for long. I get proper dizzy and I feel like today is extra. I think that's why I feel like I'm a bit all over the place because standing in front of camera, like in other baking videos that I've done in my old apartment, I would always have like the table and then I'll sit behind it. And there were so many people like, oh, like I've never seen someone sitting down and baking, or like, oh, you're not meant to bake while sitting down. And that's not because it was a preference, it's because genuinely I get too dizzy. So I always just need to like have a sitting down break. So yeah, the fun fact is this random guy on the internet is telling you that if he stands for long, he gets dizzy. Anyways, back to what I was saying before. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm not happy with a video that I've created, not because I don't like it, it's because I feel like I've given too much importance to how funny a video is in defining how valuable or entertaining it is. And yeah, like I was saying before, a lot of my videos I title as not a tutorial, and that's because I just attempt stuff that I'm not good at, and apparently people seem to enjoy that, so I've just consistently done that. And I've always attributed any success that comes from that to being amusing. And the thing about social media is that you can kind of select which side of yourself to present to people. And I feel like I've done a decent job of showcasing different contrasting sides to myself. That still doesn't like take away the pressure of having to still revert back to the original state that I shared to people. But yeah, anyways, back to the kitchen, let's stand. I need to put this up to medium now, apparently. Bro, I don't know if this is looking like what his looks like. All right, I'm gonna check on this now, and I'm gonna see if it's the same consistency that he's talking about. You know what? I think it is, you know? I think it is the same consistency. And he also said, if you touch it here, it should be like doughy, but it should also not be sticky. The only issue is right now, I don't know if you can see, but the bottom of the bowl looks like there's a lot stuck. I'm just gonna try and remove it from the bottom. He said to add some oil and then add the dough mixture into here so it doesn't stick. Let me just use this paintbrush so I can emulate Vincent van Gogh's successful parts of his life. You know, one reason why I also don't like expressing how I feel about certain things that are on my mind is that, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'm at risk of people reading into stuff too much. I'm comfortable sharing certain things, but one thing I'm not comfortable with is people coming up with their own conclusions. And so yeah, sometimes I'm just wary of sharing things that are on my mind because like stuff I've said in the past, like people have had like certain responses and I'm just kind of like, no, you're way off. I don't know, it just opens the door to people having an opinion on things that are personal to you. All right, this should be fine. Right now, I just need to add this in and now we just leave it to rest for, he said 2 hours because he said something and it made sense when I heard it, I just forgot. And now we cover it with a cloth. This is like a perfect baking cloth. All right, this is our mixture. And now, bro, I feel like I'm gonna do a magic trick. It just feels like I'm gonna go like this and pull it off and suddenly there's no more dough. Okay, wait, let me try that again. Pour that on and then take it off. That's a bit weird. We're gonna set this aside for 2 hours. Apparently it's gonna rise. For now, I just wanna clean up the kitchen a bit. Another reason I also don't like sharing what's on my mind is that it kind of falls into the bracket of boring. Like everything I mentioned earlier, speaking about stuff like this, genuinely sometimes in my head, if I speak about stuff like this, my brain's automatic reaction is like to try and apologize and be like, kind of, oh, sorry about this not being entertaining. In my head, I'm just like, no, this is what people clicked for. This is what you owe them. You know when people have like an entitled mentality? I don't know what the opposite of that is called, but I have the opposite of that, where I feel like I'm not entitled to anything. So if I'm not like providing what people are expecting, that's a bad thing. Then it just makes me question like, what is a content creator? Like, what do I do? What do I do when I'm making videos? Like, who even am I? How am I perceived? What do people expect from me? Why do people watch me? It's just a lot of questions, isn't it? And I've got yeast in my nose as well, so I'm just getting overwhelmed by everything. What do I do? Like, I'm not a travel creator, but I've traveled. I'm not a cooking creator, but I do that as well. I don't vlog that much, but I do vlog sometimes. Like, what do I do? What do I actually do in this realm? Also, one thing that I'm like not a fan of that makes me wary of oversharing on the internet is pity. Like, I hate pity. I hate being pitied. If I'm saying something that I'm not happy with, well, I'm already taking the steps to try and like change that. But I feel like sharing that with people that you don't know, sometimes it could come across as like, is this person okay? Bad things happen. People go through difficulties in life. And that's something that's consistent with practically everyone. Unless you're mad lucky and you don't go through anything in your life, then yeah, well done. It's kind of like winning the lottery of joy and contentedness. But for like the majority of people, you're going through hardships, you go through ruts, you go through difficult times. Everyone has these experiences. Everyone has these difficult experiences. And so people speaking about them and being open about them should be the norm. I think everyone should get to a stage where they should be comfortable being quote unquote vulnerable. As much as it's like a big deal in some people's heads, sharing like something that you're going through or difficulty that you're experiencing, if you just sit there and you're just like, oh, I can't lie, this is stressing me out bare and I'm worried about this in life and this in life and this in life, and just expressing that to someone that's close to you, it should just be the norm. And I feel like that's something girls are really good at. Like, they all support each other. But with us lot, bro, we just don't share that. I'm talking about guys. In case you didn't know, I am a male specimen. In general, stuff is just not shared that much. Like, we don't talk about our struggles, or in my experience with people that I know, there's a similar theme where it's like, I can see you're hurting about something and you're so reluctant to like mention it while seeming like you don't want to talk about it. It's always just like, it's not that deep anyway. Like, it's just obviously like da-da-da. It's like, nah, dude, like if this is affecting you, just speak about it and just say it's affecting you. It's calm. But I don't know, I just feel like everything is just like fun and games, which I like. I can't lie. That's something that I value a lot. I value the fact that everything could be turned into a joke, and like you could go through bad situations, even as a group, it will still be like lighthearted. But I feel like the downside to that is that when someone genuinely needs help and someone genuinely needs something to talk about, they won't feel that comfortable because everything is made into such a lighthearted moment. So yeah, I think it's just finding a balance. Guys out there that feel like they don't have that kind of relationship with their friendship group, or feel like they're not able to be vulnerable around them or express how they're feeling, someone's got to start it, bro. If it's not you, then it's no one, innit? Someone needs to be the first person that's like, you know what, let's make it normal in our friendship group to just talk about things that are affecting us up there. Yeah, I've cleaned the kitchen whilst talking out of my socks. This doesn't even feel like I'm baking right now. This feels like I'm standing up doing a podcast. This is gonna chill for like another hour. I also need to go dinner with my brother in like 2.5 hours. This is not looking good. Also, fun fact, another fun fact, bro, this video is just full of, okay, not fun facts, facts. I'm moving out again soon in like a few weeks, and I'm moving back to my parents' house because I want to save money, because living in London is not for the weak or the cheap or the broke. I'm gonna be moving back to my parents. I am not excited about that. Parents, if you're watching this, I'm so excited to move back home. And if you're not watching this, bro, I don't want to go back. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta save money and put them back into your YouTube videos. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. I'll update you when I have an update. All right, guys, it's been a couple hours back in the kitchen now. So this is the moment where I check on this. I haven't checked on this a single time. I wanted to kind of do it together because I wanted to feel like we were all one unit. Okay, bro, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, this has not doubled in size like how I expected it to. It has gone bigger, but I wouldn't say it's double in size, but that's what we got. That's what we have to work with. Okay, so we need to take this out. That looks quite nice. I need to be mad quick with everything because I need to leave my house at 7. So I have an hour and 15 minutes to do this. I need to, yeah, let me hurry up. Flour, I need to get flour. This is the moment where I do the baker thing. Bro, I love doing this. I should use my right hand because I'm right-handed, not wrong-handed. I've got the flour on it. Let me add a bit more so I can make this look more bakery. What's next? So expand it a bit. Okay, we're not rolling it out, we're patting and shaping it out. All right, cool. We need to make it 12 by 24. I'm assuming that's in centimeters, not in miles. Carry on patting down. This feels so nice. Like, you know when you have like those squidgy stress ball thing? This is what this feels like. I'm just gonna do that for a while. Bro, in those 2 hours, I actually feel so different to how I felt when I first started filming this video. Do you know what it is? Genuinely, I think my brain is less clouded at night. When it gets dark, that's when I feel like I'm more in the zone, in my element. Whereas when there's light outside and it's during the day, I don't know, I just feel different. Maybe there's a psychological reason for that. Maybe it's something to do with like when it's daylight outside, I just feel like I have so much to do. There's things I need to worry about. Like I feel like I'm missing out or forgetting something. Whereas when it gets to night, my brain relaxes a bit more because it's like, okay, the day is kind of done. So now you don't need to stress out about anything because everything that you should have done during the day is completed now. Okay, I need to make this more like squarey. Oh wait, I skipped a step. There was a filling that I had to make. Okay, advert. Whilst there's an ad break going on, I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna cut it and it's gonna go to when ad break's done. Okay, 110 grams of brown sugar. Oh, more cinnamon. Okay, good. We're just gonna move this. We're gonna get our weighing scale again. We need to get 110 grams of sugar and 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon. And that's on 0, so let's quickly do this. Bro, I need to speed run this. I don't have much time. 77, 100, 127, that's too much. Okay, 110 grams of sugar and 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon. I like cinnamon, so I don't mind it being extra cinnamony. Okay, just mix it together. It looks like this. Cinnamon and sugar. I just need to break up the sugar a bit more. Now we need 85 grams of butter at room temperature. Oh, I don't think I have 85 grams, you know. Wait, how much is this? Please be 85 on the dot. 74, I need 10 grams. Please tell me I have 10 grams of butter in the fridge, surely. Okay, there we go. We got the 10 grams of butter here. I go like that. 84, that's our butter there. He said it needs to be mad soft. So what I need to do is warm it up with my breath. Okay, now this is actually quite a simple step because I'm used to spreading butter over bread, but this is gonna be my first time spreading butter over dough, which is BB. We have before Christ, we have AD, which is after dinosaurs, and then we have BB, which is before bread. Okay, apparently the butter needs to be soft because we're gonna spread it over, and if it was hard butter, then it could damage the dough. So we want this to be like nice and soft. I love these parts in baking where you kind of like emulate a painter. The extra butter that I got was in the fridge, so I need to warm it up a little bit. I'm just gonna put it in the oven for like a minute, just so it's not melted, it's just like more soft and empathetic. All right, I need to take that butter out now for it. Oh, it melted. No. I was only meant to leave it for like a second and I just forgot. Hopefully melted butter is fine though. I shouldn't have left it in there for that long. Hopefully it works in my favor. Hopefully this is like a beneficial thing. And then this video can include another life lesson, which is sometimes you expect something and you want a certain outcome and life gives you something else and that you think is not going to work in your favor. But if you just persevere, you go through it and use what you have, it could be the very thing that allows you to make cinnamon rolls. It's all about perspective. Genuinely, your happiness, the level of happiness and satisfaction you have in your life is largely dependent on how you perceive life in the first place. Like, as much as external things can make you happy, the main driving factor behind whether you live a happy life and a content life is you and your brain. You can literally have everything in the world. If you're choosing to be unhappy, if you're choosing to see the world in a certain way and your life in a certain way, then there's nothing that you could be given externally that will actually make you happy. Try and find reasons and lessons in anything bad that happens to you, because this world is bad. Bad things are bound to happen. I just realized like 90% of this video has nothing to do with bacon. Let's stick to strictly bacon. All right, cinnamon, dough, flour, egg. Okay, this is mad buttery now. What's the next step?
Now it's time to spread my cinnamon sugar over it.
Okay, so spread this mixture into this. I actually don't know where this is going. Like, I've had cinnamon rolls before, but I actually don't know how they're made. I thought I was gonna have to like create twirls or something. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna have to do that after, but I actually don't know what to expect of the next steps. Also, I'm surprised by how many people are actually interested in cinnamon rolls being made. Obviously, that person commented, that was the most liked comment, but bare people have said that in the past and asked for cinnamon rolls, and I'm just like, what is the intrigue behind it? Like, why is it so interesting? I didn't know cinnamon rolls were that popular. Okay, he said to go all the way to the edges of the dough except for one edge. Making these videos, baking these videos has given me a newfound appreciation for bakers. And I think that happens with anything in life. Like, you can always see someone doing their thing, doing their job, doing what they're known for, and you can never fully grasp or appreciate it until you try it yourself. A lot of the time when someone's good at something, they make it look easy. And it's hard for you to gauge just how difficult something is unless you've experienced it. And that's literally with everything. Like, you look at footballers, you look at dancers, you look at musicians, teachers, you look literally anything. You can never really appreciate someone's life until you've experienced it yourself. Like, you can appreciate it to some degree, and that's one thing that I'm mad interested in. I've always been interested in is like people's lives and how different they are, and different people's jobs and like super niche jobs that people do. It's always been interesting to me, like, that we live on the same road or in the same city, but your life is completely different to mine. It's not even just about job, it's just life in general. Life, family, experiences, traumas, like, everyone is so different. That's kind of why I think on my YouTube I try so many different things. But okay, butter's done. What's the next step? Oof, oh, this is fun. Okay, basically now what I gotta do, add this mixture, which is the sugar and the cinnamon, and create like an even layer. That smells so nice. That smells so nice. It's not even in the oven yet. And it needs to be in the oven in the next 5 seconds. But yeah, I need to create a nice even layer. If this turns out nice, this will be the first time I've baked something twice in a row and it's been good. Now we start adding this on. But yeah, I kind of want to turn this into a little series where it's just doing or making whatever the top comment says to make. So yeah, this is basically episode 1 of making whatever the top comment has told me to make. This time we're making cinnamon rolls. Anyways, now I need to roll it into a spliff. Okay, so I need to go from this side. Oof, please, if you break or if anything bad happens. All right, now we roll it. Okay, there we go. All right, there we are. That's actually fatter than I expected. This is actually sick. How much time do I have? Oh my God, it's 10:06. I have 45 minutes.
Grab a 9x13-inch baking dish.
Get a 9x13 baking dish. So what I need to do now is find out if I have a 9x13 baking dish. No. Here? No. Please, please, please. I'll give you money. I mean, this is not 9x13, but something by 13. I have these two, and if you merge them together, that could be 9x13. I'm gonna do that because this is literally all I have.
Now grab a length of unwaxed dental floss or string.
Okay, I have to cut these now, yeah? But I need to use, what's it called? What's the thing, the flossing thing? Flossing string. And then he said to mark them and then cut them. Like here, and try and make them as even as possible. And now we want to behead it. So Henry VIII. Ooh, okay. That is sick. All right, that's our first one done. Look at that. Now we just need to do the same thing, but 10 times. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, didn't survive, died as well. I'm gonna go from the bottom and then, oh, this is such a smart way to cut them. All right, and cut. Wait, bro, this is so satisfying. Genuinely, premium grade cinnamon roll available now. And now it's unavailable. Oh my God, look at this one. I don't even want to cook these. I just want to look at them. It just feels like I'm decapitating a giant fat slug. Please don't tell me these need to cook for like 45 minutes because I do not have 45 minutes. There we go. And that should be done. Look at that. Bro, this looks like a cinnamon roll. Look at them. They're just bare nonchalant. This is the most nonchalant thing that I baked. Look at them. They're just chilling. Some of them are not even facing the right direction. Some of them are not even looking at the camera. That they just don't care. I need to add butter to these. Just a little bit, not a lot of it. And then, okay, let's oil you up. Oh, I mean, butter you up. This is not a Diddy cage. Yeah, butter. Oh my God, I've got half an hour to finish this, cook them, try them, get ready, and leave my house. These are buttered up. He said that the next step is basically we need to get the cinnamon roll and from the bottom push it up a little bit so it pokes out, and then pinch the bottom like here, and then that way it does something. He said like it makes it look cool. That's how the cinnamon roll looks now. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of them. Push it up, pinch the insides.
It's time for a second rise. 1 hour in a nice cozy place.
Oh my god, wait. Bro, I need to wait an hour for this. Do you know what I might do? Get these ready, go out, then come back and finish the video when I come back home. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is just prep them. This is our little army of cinnamon rolls. We got Tim, Charles, Charlie, Franklin, Kirkland, Joseph, Gary, and Saddam Hussein. Okay, yeah, this is what the cinnamon rolls are looking like. What we need to do now is leave them for like an hour and they should come out puffier. Okay, let's get these covered. This feels like it's their funeral. Rest in peace, cinnamon roll. These ones don't look great, I can't lie. Let me try and make this guy more circular. Get in shape, bruv. Get in the gym. Get in the cinnamon gym. Cinnamon rolls, more like cinnamon 1% body fat after I get you in shape. This is gonna be the last time I look at them. Rest in peace. Okay, yeah, I'll see you in a few hours. All right, guys, I just got home. I didn't even turn the lights on. Bro, I just got home. I had to rush back because I thought I left the oven on. I still haven't looked at them yet. Wait, let's check together. What am I doing, bro? I've almost committed a selfish act. Okay, here we go. You ready? This is the grand reveal. Okay, they've expanded. Actually, I don't even know if they've expanded or not. I think now's the moment. We slap them in the oven. So I'm gonna preheat the oven now. 350 degrees Fahrenheit because he's American for 20 to 25 minutes. I'm just gonna wait for the oven to heat up. I'm gonna quickly change. Yeah, this should be ready soon. This is basically done. The oven is heated up now, so we're gonna slap all of these in. Let me give you a little close up of the minions we've conjured up today. I forgot their names, I can't lie. This one, Chris Eubank Jr. That's it, that's all I remember. Number 1, numero dos. And let me try another language. How do you say number 3 in Latin? Expecto Patronum. There we go. All right, everything is in the oven and we're gonna close that and I will see you in 20 minutes. So I'm gonna stand there for 20 minutes until I see you again. It's been 20 minutes. I can take these out of the oven now. One thing I just noticed, because I wasn't in the kitchen just now. I just came into the kitchen. Bro, the whole thing smells of cinnamon bakery. We're gonna include a new ranking when it comes to baking stuff, and it's the smell of the kitchen. And I rate this a 10 out of 10. And I'm including this ranking in case the actual product itself is bad. I can use that as a coping mechanism so I don't feel like I just wasted 50 hours of my life. Okay, let's start getting stuff out. Ooh, wait, I think, okay, they've grown, innit? I don't know if these are cooked. No, this is not cooked. This is not cooked. I'm gonna put this back in the oven. I'm gonna leave it there for another 5 minutes. I need to stop saying that I'm gonna leave something in the oven for 5 more minutes, forget to set a timer, go on TikTok, and now I don't even know how many minutes have passed. I'm just gonna have to check and hope for the best. We're gonna see what this is saying, and as you can see, there is smoke. All right, I need to turn this on. Wait, I started this video mad early. Why am I finishing at 1:30 midnight? I'm not even finished yet. But okay. Also, I just checked on YouTube. Look what we've done. This is the last video I posted 3 days ago, and we did it. We reached 200,000 hypes. Oh, wait, I need to do the cream cheese on top of it. We've got the cream cheese here. What do I do? 2 tablespoons of butter and 113 grams of softened cream cheese. 113 grams of this. That's 60, 73, 113 on the dot. Look, here you go, maths. And then we need the butter and then teaspoon of vanilla, pinch of salt. Teaspoon is about that much. And then pinch of salt. So this is what everyone needs to be doing when they listen to people on the internet. This is how they need to take everything they're saying. Oh, that was not a pinch. Why did I think it's because I'm trying to speed through this. That was not a pinch of salt. That was like, I added the whole salt, which is what people do on the internet. They hear someone say something, take it out of context. Now, no pinches were involved in the taking of that information. What am I doing now? I'm whisking it. All right, we're gonna whisk this right now. This is what our mixture's looking like. And this is what I'm looking like. Argentina, Ankara Messi, sponsor me. Bro, I hope my neighbors didn't hear all of that. It's a bit loud. Neighbors, if you're watching this, stop watching because this technically counts as spying. All right, cool. This is the mixture we got here. Cinnamon rolls smell banging. This smells banging as well. Okay, we got the cinnamon rolls all here. Please don't be hot. That is boiling. Oh, we need to add some milk as well. I wasn't aware of this. A little bit of milk. Okay, maybe a little bit more. There you go. Oh, it smells nice. Okay, now is literally the final step where we basically just add this into this. I'm really intrigued to taste these. I'm not the best at like this stuff, the designing process. All right, cool. That's basically done. Wait, let me give you a close up. As you can see, it's not the most aesthetic. That is still hot. It's not the most aesthetic, yeah? Ah, that is boiling. Anyways, as I was saying, it's not the most aesthetic, innit? Like it looks a bit all over the place, but the truth is in the taste. Plate these guys up. And there we go. We got our homemade cinnamon rolls. You know one thing that's pissing me off? Why can I still smell a bit of yeast? Why does that happen? Thumbnail. All right, I need to take these out. I'm getting used to them. I'm gonna go for the small one because, I don't know, I feel like in real life, it's always the smallest that get bullied the most. So I'm gonna devour this dude. I don't like this. I genuinely thought, given the smell of the kitchen and the smell of like the cream thing, that I would like these. I don't like this. It's too dry. Damn, this is, yeah, it's very nothing. No, it just doesn't taste great. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I wish I could commentate on this more and be like, yo, you know what? I like this. Bro, it's dry. I don't know what I did that made them dry though. Maybe I cooked them for too long. Yeah, I'm glad I did the smell rating because that was a 10 out of 10. This, 3 out of 10. It's dead. Like in terms of how it looks, this doesn't look like the worst thing that I've made. But in terms of the taste, it's just so dead. Now, the only time I would be happy with this is if someone that I hated got this as their birthday cake. I'm pissed off now because I wanted the flipping streak to continue. Clearly, I'm not flipping good enough for baking. But yeah, failure is a part of success. This is just implementing what I said in my last video and using a real life case study. Failing is a part of growing. So the fact that I failed this and I've done bad is positive because now it means that there's only room for growth. There's only space to go upwards. We can't go down from here because this is already rock bottom. But yeah, like I mentioned at the start, why am I still holding this up? Guys, look at this. But yeah, as bad as I am at intros, one thing I'm also bad at, outros. I struggle with saying goodbye, not just on YouTube, but in real life as well. I don't like saying bye. So I'm gonna try find a way that works for me and also makes me feel fulfilled in my goodbye. I know there was a lot of talking going on, but yeah, to those of you who enjoyed it, thanks for watching. To those of you still here that didn't enjoy it, I don't know why you're here, mate. Can't blame anyone but yourself. You are in control of what you watch. So if you watch this far and you're mad, you can be mad. Just at yourself. Peace, love, and tranquility, and Rick and Morty. Play the Rick and Morty outro.